This is a Queensland Narrating Service recording of A Better Public Transport Network for the Logan and Southern region, made on behalf of TransLink, your handy guide to your new public transport network, effective the 20th of January 2014. Your narrator is Kay Stevenson in November 2013. Contents: Introducing your new public transport network. Getting to know your new network. An improved timetable for Beenleigh line customers. Better connectivity between buses and trains. More train services where they're needed most. Bus services every hour for Bow Desert. More bus services on high-demand corridors and overcrowded routes. City realignment for route P546. Better services to Park Ridge and Drewvale. More accurate bus timetables. How did we arrive at this new network? Any questions? A detailed guide to your new network. Route 534, Browns Plains to Orion Springfield Central. Route 540, Bow Desert to Browns Plains. Route 541, Browns Plains to Greenbank. Route 542, Browns Plains to Park Ridge. Route 543, Browns Plains to Heritage Park. Route 545, Garden City to Browns Plains. Route 547, Browns Plains to Woodridge. Route P546, Park Ridge to Brisbane City. Route 550, Browns Plains to Springwood. Route 551, Crestmead to Brisbane City. Route 561, Crestmead to Brisbane City. Route P581, Slacks Creek Park and Ride to Brisbane City. Route 552, Logan Home Station to Kingston. Route 553, Beenleigh to Trinder Park. Route 565, Windaroo to Logan Home Station. Route 566, Windaroo to Brisbane City. Route 554, Logan Central to Garden City. Route 555, Logan Home Station to Brisbane City. Route 560, Logan Home Station to Browns Plains. Route 562, Logan Home Station to Beenleigh. Route 563, Logan Home Station to Bethania. Route 564, Logan Home to Beenleigh Loop, clockwise. Route 568, Logan Home to Beenleigh Loop, counterclockwise. Route P569, Logan Home Station to Brisbane City. Route 570, Cornubia to Logan Home Station, Loop. Route 571, Cornubia to Brisbane City. Route 572, Logan Home Station to Springwood. Route 573, Logan Home Station to Brisbane City. Route 574, Logan Home Station to Springwood. Route 575, Logan Home Station to Brisbane City. Route N555, Fortitude Valley to Logan Home Station. Route 576, Springwood to Garden City. Route 577, Springwood to Brisbane City. Route 578, Springwood to Garden City. Route 579, Springwood to Brisbane City. Route 582, Slacks Creek Park and Ride to Springwood. Beenleigh Train Line Services. Gold Coast Train Line Services. Getting around the Logan and Southern region. How to transfer between services. Tickets and fares. Introducing your new public transport network. From the 20th of January 2014, TransLink will be delivering a new public transport network for the Logan and Southern region. Through our delivery partners Park Ridge Transit and Clark's Logan City bus service, our new bus network will provide improved connections between key interchanges, less network duplication, and better timetables and service reliability. A new train timetable will also be introduced on the Beenleigh line, in conjunction with Queensland Rail, to improve the efficiency of the train network and provide more services where they're needed most. Logan has experienced steady growth in the last few years, with a large portion of the community commuting to and from Brisbane City daily. To ensure your public transport network meets the needs of your growing community, we have worked with you and our delivery partners to create a new network that is easier to use and reflects the needs of Logan and surrounding areas. Getting to know your new network. Customers in the Logan and Southern region are currently experiencing overcrowded services and sometimes delayed buses with long wait times between services. We've taken the opportunity with the South East Queensland Network Review to reduce bus service duplication, address overcrowding on high-demand routes, and improve service reliability while maintaining local coverage. This allows us to redirect resources to areas where they are needed most. Your new train timetable has been designed to best use our current infrastructure and resources to provide you the best travel options. Your new network will deliver 203 extra train services on the Beenleigh line each week, more bus services on high-demand corridors and overcrowded routes, better bus services to Park Ridge and Drewvale, less bus network duplication, simpler timetables and better bus and train reliability. An improved timetable for Beenleigh line customers. The new Beenleigh line timetable will improve the efficiency of the train network. Your new timetable will provide services at least every 15 minutes in the morning and afternoon peaks, and all day between Coopers Plains and the city on weekdays. 30-minute off-peak departures at all other stations and on weekends. Better connections between buses and trains. Simplified train stopping patterns. Consistent journey and departure times. Simpler timetables. You will also be able to board a Gold Coast Express train at Beenleigh and Logan Leigh stations. Better connectivity between buses and trains. We've worked hard to provide better bus and train connections at key stations. The following bus routes will now connect with train services to get you where you're going faster. Currabee Station, bus route 554. Woodridge, routes 552, 545 and 547. Kingston, route 550. Logan Leigh, routes 560, 562, 564 and 568. Beenleigh, routes 563, 564, 565 and 568. More train services where they're needed most. During peak travel times, key stations along the Beenleigh line will receive extra services. An additional 203 train services will run on the Beenleigh line each week. Morning peak improvements. Beenleigh Station, number of extra services, 5. Homeview, Eden's Landing and Bethania stations, number of extra services, 2. Logan Leigh Station, number of extra services, 13. Kingston, Woodridge and Trinder Park stations, number of extra services, 2. Afternoon peak improvements. Currabee Station, number of extra services, 1. Trinder Park, Woodridge and Kingston stations, number of extra services, 3. Logan Leigh Station, number of extra services, 11. Bethania, Eden's Landing and Home View stations, number of extra services, 3. Beenleigh Station, number of extra services, 7. Bus services every hour for Beaudesert. Beaudesert passengers will now have an hourly service on Route 540. This service will terminate at Browns Plains Plaza, where you have the option to transfer to many other routes to Brisbane City and connect to hospitals like Princess Alexandra, Greenslopes Private and the Mater. More bus services on high-demand corridors and overcrowded routes. You told us that you'd like to see more frequent services in peak travel times. We've used this feedback, along with our passenger data, to deliver you additional trips on high-demand routes P546 and 554 during morning and afternoon peak travel times to relieve overcrowding. City realignment for Route P546. Route P546 will be realigned in Brisbane City to allow a similar path to Route P142, so you can take advantage of a service every 5 minutes to Browns Plains from the one location in peak travel times. Better services to Park Ridge and Drewvale. Drewvale will get a new bus route, Route 547. This route will run from Browns Plains via Drewvale to Woodridge train station. Brisbane Transport Route 153 was also extended along Illawina Street to service Macquarie Way and Trinity Way on the 14th of October 2013. More accurate bus timetables. Data from the trial trip tracker launched on Clark's Logan City buses in June 2012 indicates that many trips during the morning and afternoon peak periods are taking longer to complete than is currently on the timetable. Routes where this occurs will have timetables adjusted to reflect current traffic conditions. Bus routes affected are 545, 550, 551, 552, 553, 554, 555, 560, 561, 562, 563, 565, 566, P569, 570, 571, 572, 573, 574, 575, 576, 577, 578, 579, P581, 582. How did we arrive at this new network? On the 24th of July 2012, the Minister for Transport and Main Roads announced a review of the South East Queensland SEQ bus network to improve service reliability, affordability and frequency. The review aimed to remove service duplication, manage infrastructure capacity, get more people on public transport by simplifying the network, get better connectivity between services and modes, address overcrowding issues. Since then, we've analysed travel data for every bus route in SEQ, worked with our delivery partners to understand what is happening on the ground, and sought your feedback over 3 stages of passenger consultation. The first stage was undertaken from the 10th to the 23rd of September 2012. The second stage ran from the 3rd to the 16th of December 2012, and the third stage from the 11th of March to the 6th of April 2013. Opportunities for the community to contribute involved a dedicated page on the TransLink website, various online surveys with regard to specific service change proposals, customer liaison officers on the network encouraging people to provide feedback online or by contacting TransLink, flyers, signage and media releases. Approximately 20,000 responses were received over the 3 stages. Additional information captured during customer surveys in 2011 and 2012, along with customer patronage data and TransLink's customer satisfaction survey, has influenced the new rail timetable design. What you told us. Some of the key themes you raised about your current bus network in the Logan and Southern region included more services for high-demand corridors and overcrowded routes, better services to Park Ridge and Drewvale, duplication of bus routes, more accurate timetables. As a result, we've combined your feedback with our analysis of the current network to deliver an improved bus network for the Logan and Southern region. We would like to thank you for your suggestions, feedback and ideas, all of which have helped to shape your new network. Any questions? We understand you might have a few questions about your new public transport network, so we've listed some frequently asked questions below. If you have a different question, please feel free to call 131230 anytime. Why have you designed the bus network this way? When we plan a bus network, we take into account a lot of things, including population, community travel needs, opportunities for network connectivity, bus stop placement, accessibility, traffic conditions and budget, to name a few. We take all of these elements into consideration, and within the known constraints, we try to find the best possible solution for our customers. In this particular instance, we were driven to design a network that met as many of the community's needs as possible, while delivering Queensland Government priorities. The improved network responds to both community feedback and existing issues to provide sustainable public transport that will support new infrastructure and the growing transport needs of the community. When can I get a copy of my new timetable? New bus timetables will be available in January 2014 at various locations, including major shopping centres and local libraries. The new train timetables will be available at stations on the Beenleigh line in November 2013. You can also grab a copy by visiting the TransLink website at translink.com.au. Will school buses be changing? There are no changes to any school services as part of the SEQ network review. This review is focused on urban services. However, there are some changes to school services being made by operators in different regions. School routes are reviewed annually with delivery partners to best meet the needs of the region. Please contact your operator for further information on school services. Clark's Logan City Bus Service. Phone 3200 9606. Email bus_stop@clarkslogancity.com.au. Park Ridge Transit. Phone 3802 1233. Email info@busqld.com.au. Will there be changes to bus stops? Yes. As part of the improved network, there will be changes to some bus stops, including some removals, relocations and installation of new stops. Bus stop notices will be placed at affected stops, and we will be contacting directly affected residents about any works that will be undertaken in their area. When is off-peak travel? Off-peak is currently from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. After 7 p.m. weekdays until 3 a.m. the following day, and all-day weekends and statewide Queensland gazetted public holidays. Note, from January 2014, off-peak will start at 8:30 a.m. A detailed guide to your new network. Bus routes: 140 Browns Plains to Brisbane City, 141 Browns Plains to Brisbane City, 142 Browns Plains to Brisbane City, 145 Browns Plains to Griffith University, 150 Browns Plains to Brisbane City, 282 Victoria Point to Logan Home Station via Mount Cotton.